How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Black Metal Rebellion. I'm your host, Jesse Morgan, aka Slammerella, and today is a channel update, just kind of touching on where the hell I've been for the last couple of months and what is to come in the future on this channel. So the last video on this channel was a collection update around the 19th of January. So it's been about 3 months since my last video. And if you're a fan of this channel at all, you might be wondering, well, where the fuck has Jesse been? So first, between the 19th of January and the 12th of February, I had been studying really hard for my yellow stripe test for Iron Leaf Martial Arts. And if you are watching this channel at all recently, you know that I have another channel called The Sharp Hand Path that has a little snippets here and there of what we do at Iron Leaf Mixed Martial Arts class and whatnot. So yeah, if you can see over my shoulder here, I got a certificate of achievement for my yellow belt, or my yellow stripe belt. Got it right here. And there's a little video on my Sharp Hand Path Instagram, and I believe on Facebook, my personal Facebook, that is, of me receiving this. So pretty stoked to earn my very first belt upgrade in martial arts. Yep, awesome stuff. And the test itself was very vigorous and difficult, but the hardest part for me was probably the endurance test that they make you take. You do a bunch of running around and jumping jacks and push-ups and something they call burpees, which I like to call hell. Basically, you jump into the air and then land and do a push-up, and then jump up into the air, land and do a push-up about 10-15 times, and a couple of other exercise routines and stuff like that. So for someone that's, pushing 40 in a couple of years and a little out of shape, yeah, trust me, that was a pain in the ass and very hard to do. But sensei, or as we call in class, Shishong Spinner, said I did a really good job, and if it had been a grade, it would have been an A+, because I went above and beyond what the white curriculum calls for, just like theory and different other things we have to learn. But I did basically up into yellow belt level of stuff because I really wanted to show what I knew, and I'm really into martial arts. So definitely wasn't too hard to put in the extra effort. Needless to say, I'm pretty stoked to earn my yellow belt in Iron Leaf Mixed Martial Arts. So that is what I did up until the 12th. And this is where things start to turn for kind of the worst. A week later, I got what possibly could be COVID for about 2 weeks. It was hell. It was basically being really weak, a lot of coughing, a lot of chest congestion, a lot of stuffiness and runny nose, a lot of running to the bathroom a lot. Really, really shitty kind of flu kind of thing. And like I said, that lasted for almost 2 weeks. So that took me into March. And then March, mostly just trying to relax and recover from getting that. And as well, planning for my son's birthday, because his birthday was in April on the 3rd. So then we had a birthday party then. And all was looking pretty good. And I was starting to think about doing some videos again and doing this update. And then around on the 6th, I started kind of having an unprovoked panic attack, because I do suffer from depression and anxiety and stuff like that. So I didn't really think anything of it. But then as I was making my morning coffee, I started to get lightheaded, and then I could all of a sudden no longer stand. And then my chest really started to hurt. So the wife had to call for an ambulance. And when we got to the hospital, they kind of asked me a bunch of preliminary questions to figure out what's going on here and there. I ended up having to stay overnight for a day or two while they did like 20 to 30 different tests, EKG, blood work, all that junk. Basically just to say, yeah, we think you might have had a minor heart attack. Just try to, do more exercise, eat better, stay stress-free, maybe talk to your family doctor about maybe some anxiety medication or something. So I don't know, that doesn't really help though, because we have been basically changing our diet over the last few years to a little bit more healthy stuff, less takeout, less red meat, less sugar, etc., etc., less carbonated beverages and pop, and just getting on the better food train. And of course, exercising. I do martial arts now every week, so I feel like I have been getting healthier that way as well. So I don't know what really to change about it, except just kind of continue on the way I'm going, and maybe just pray for the best. I don't know. I don't pray, but anyways, so that's kind of what happened. I know you hear the word heart attack and you're like, oh shit, that's pretty serious, but I feel like my health is getting better over the last couple of years anyways, just because of martial arts and eating better. So maybe it was just a random occurrence and probably don't have to worry about it again, or at least I hope not. Anyways, I took about a week after that to just kind of stay at home, recover, monitor my condition, and just take it easy, make sure there was no flare-ups, no panic attacks, no chest pain or anything like that. I have been feeling pretty good since then. I've gone to martial arts again, and I've had some rigorous exercise and different training parts, so nothing really to report from there. So I recently put up a new video on the Sharp Hand Path channel, which is the last adult white belt level video you'll see on there, as I now have a yellow stripe and we're going to be working towards yellow belt. So that'll be interesting. I'm not exactly sure when we'll be filming more from the Iron Leaf classes, but should have some up within the next couple of weeks or month. I usually try to get at least one video a month for the Sharp Hand Path channel. For the future of this channel, I've had a few emails from some bands. They would like some reviews done for their new music, so I got about 2 to 3 reviews possibly to do, and one I'm really excited to do because it is a project from the guys from Bane, or at least one of the guys from Bane, and that was a really good band / album, so hopefully we'll get to talk about that pretty soon. I do have a review or two before that to get to, though. Other than that, I do actually have a stack of CDs here that I've been building up over the last couple of months, so there will be a collection update soon as well. I wasn't expecting to do, but just kind of kept slowly acquiring some, and now we have enough to do a collection update and a nice big box set too to talk about, and I'm pretty excited about. Besides that, I will eventually get around to doing that horror movies to watch or avoid episode, as I do also have a stack of horror movies to talk about with you guys. Just finished watching The Batman, finally came to Crave, HBO Max in Canada, and it was good. I'm still trying to figure out whether I liked it more or less than The Batman Begins, but it definitely wasn't anywhere near as good as The Dark Knight, and it was probably better than The Dark Knight Returns. There's bits and pieces of The Dark Knight Returns that I really like, and then there's parts that I could really do without. So yeah, it's somewhere in the middle there, and hopefully the future of the Batman series, if they do a trilogy, will be better. I know my buddy Laszlo on Facebook is hoping they bring Mr. Freeze into it, because he was recently watching Batman versus Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero, the animated movie, which was pretty good. So I don't know, we'll see. I think Matt Reeves says that it would be hard to make Mr. Freeze very realistic, because that's what the Batman was. It was a very noir / realistic detective story. So I'm not sure. I know that the Joker's probably coming pretty soon, although maybe not Brian Cogan or whatever his name is, because he got arrested recently. Like, Ezra Miller just got arrested, I think, for a second time in Hawaii. Ezra, holy shit, get your shit together, buddy. You are not representing the LGBT community very well. You need to get your shit together and act like an actual Flash. And no, we're not getting Grant Gustin as the Flash. He's not being replaced, I don't think. Anyways, that's it. That's enough rambling for this channel update. I'm hopefully going to boil this down to under 10 minutes, but we'll see. Thanks for supporting while I was away. I appreciate it. Hopefully more good stuff in the future and some more good news and a little more activity on this channel. Cheers, and we'll see you next time. For glory, for the rebellion, Slammerella out.